Welcome back to summertime, y'all. It is the Saturday before Halloween, and this episode is going to be cram-packed with a bunch of fun final Halloween either adventures, hauls, or even decor. So what's in this episode, I'm first going to take you to New Hampshire, and I'm going to take you to a fun annual event that I like to go to. My kids, they'll go, but they really want to go to the evening version. I go to the morning version, and I'll show you what it is. Something called Haunted Overload. This is a cool, spooky, it's a nighttime event spot, but I love going during the day because I love to capture these incredible buildings and spooky corridors that you can at least see during the day. And it inspires me to think about some items for Halloween. It is a little gory in some places. I'm not a gory Halloween person, but there are just some really beautiful natural Halloween things there that definitely spark some ideas. So we're going to go there first. And then we're going to come back. I will have all of this unbagged because, as you can see, I did a little bit of the last Halloween haul because so many things are on sale right now. As you probably know, I've seen things from 50% off to 75% off or just simply clearance. So I'm going to go through what I've gathered from a few of our frequent flyer retail spots, show you or explain to you why I bought them, because some of these you might not see actually in decorations until next year. I'm already planning for 2026's Halloween. It's crazy. And then we're going to end the day with my last Halloween decoration, which is really more of a Day of the Dead. We're going to set my kitchen table for a Day of the Dead tabletop and table setting, because the Day of the Dead is the day after Halloween. So I like to extend the spook one more day. And I just think the colors of the Day of the Dead are amazing. So that's how we're going to end today's episode. So with that, sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's start by going to New Hampshire. Let's go have some fun. Happy Halloween, everybody. Hey everybody, welcome back to summertime. I am actually up here in Lee, New Hampshire. We're gonna go for a really awesome excursion here to some place called the Haunted Overload. You gotta go a little bit outside of the Boston area. It took about an hour and a half ride. We ended up going here to Lee, New Hampshire. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning and there is constant traffic driving in. It is a busy, festive area. But it's gorgeous. It is the week before Halloween. The trees probably are just passing their peak, but as you can see, I'm standing in an apple orchard right now, getting ready to go and get influenced by some beautiful, beautiful architecture. So let's go and see some Haunted Overload in the Lee, New Hampshire woods. So we went through and it was amazing, but it was also really spooky, even though this is the daytime walkthrough and it doesn't have any actors. These are all mannequins and dolls that I filmed. So I just wanted to give you all a little disclaimer because it is a little gorier than things I normally put on this channel. So if this gets a little too over the top or spooky, feel free to fast forward through. But honestly, there's some really cool ideas for haunted Halloween decor ideas. After the tour, if you want to fast forward through that, there is going to be a whole thing where I do setting up a dining table for the Day of the Dead. And I did do some Halloween decor on sale shopping that I wanted to share as far as my haul. So there are more things after the tour if the tour is too much for you. But if you want to go through the tour, enjoy something really fun, stunning, and spooky. So let's go and enjoy Haunted Overload. So as we wrap up this spooky daytime haunted walk, can you imagine this place with people jumping from behind all these corners? I don't know about you, but the creepiest part here for this whole ride is me walking through those dolls. Clowns don't help either. But let's end this walk and go back to my home, and let's do some less scary things and actually unpack my Halloween clearance sale haul back in Massachusetts. So forgive sort of the weird angle. I'm just trying to fit all of these goodies in one spot. A lot of what you see in front of me came from 3 locations: Hobby Lobby, HomeGoods, and Marshalls. And the goal was they either had a clearance sticker on it, it was lower price than I saw prior, because there are some duplicates here of things I bought before, and or so they tie into a theme that I know I'm going to be doing next year, and they were in clearance. And then lastly, they were items that I wanted to grab because I knew if I didn't grab it now, they'd be gone when I needed it for Thanksgiving or Christmas. So that was my logic behind all of this. Knowing though, you guys, that I still do what I normally do is I put them together with the items I currently have to see, okay, do I still like it? And if I don't love it, I then return it. So let's first start with the Halloween section here. So most of these items, I believe, came from HomeGoods. And I saw this picture, which is $19.99, featured in many different decor videos this year. And I fell in love with it, especially this side with the black flowers and the web. And next year, I am going to have a true dedicated black and white and orange room. I haven't figured out where. I don't know if it's going to be my office or if it's going to be my main living area that I normally don't do Halloween, but this could be the starting point. And that being said, I also loved the tea kettle. This guy is that I found at $14.99. I mean, come on, and it's a big size. It is it's from Potter Studio. The downside, I have to hand wash only because of the details on it, but that's okay. But anyway, we drink a lot of tea in this house. So got the teapot, $12.99, ceramic skull platter, which goes perfectly with the skull plates that I bought earlier this year. And then it's not unusual. There's a lot of people liking this vintage trend, but these were on clearance. See my red sticker? These are treat boxes, and I got a pack of 8 for $7. So I'm going to do something with these next year. I just don't know what, but I like the little faces and I like the little images, and I thought they were just so cute. Hopefully you can see it without the glare. Okay, so I lie, one more. This I'm actually going to use for dinner tonight. This is a trick-or-treat, dishwasher safe, microwave safe casserole dish. I'm going to make some, their little pumpkin noodles. They're shaped as pumpkins, black and orange. I'm going to make some and put Alfredo sauce on it. We're just going to serve it out of this. Just whimsical, fun. And again, goes with all the black and white stuff we have for Halloween. All right, so that was dishware and a little novelty. Now, let's talk decor for next year. After going to Salem, and definitely after going to Haunted Overload, I know I want to do a vampire dining room next year. So this pillow, I got 2 of them, originally $29.99, in the clearance section for $15.99. So I got 2 for both of the head chairs at my dinner table, because that's, so this is going to be in the Dracula dining room next year. I found these earlier this year at TJ Maxx, and then again just recently at Marshalls. These are about $4 less each than they were when I bought them at TJ Maxx. So Marshalls was less than TJ Maxx, go figure. But now I have a pair of this side and a pair of this size. So when I do the dining table, I have a good amount to put in the centerpiece. And again, bats. And then one more clearance item that I was super happy. This is a wood carved bat, $15.99 on clearance for $8. So either this is going to be an actual little plate serving something, or I actually might stick it on the wall. But those are the beginnings of my Dracula collection. And I'll put it on the screen. I went on Grandin. I always mix Balsam Hill and Grandin Road together. I always call it Grandin Hill. But Grandin Road, I believe, I have in a cart. I'm deciding tonight if I want to buy it or not, but I'll put on the screen. There are 2 pieces of artwork that would be perfect for our Dracula dining room. One is actually Dracula's castle, and that's on clearance. And then the other one is a pair of bat wings. So they're 2 separate prints, but they're meant to be hung together. And that too would go really awesome. So I'm like 80% there, but as I said, I hope I just put it on the screen so you can see what I'm looking at. So that would be next year's theme, which I'm so excited already. Haven't even taken down the Seaside Skeleton dining room, which I love so much. But anyway, that's that. Oh, forgot one more thing. This is a Cosmopolitan. It comes with the stuff already in it. Just add vodka. But look at the little skull stopper. Can you see that? And I just thought, how cute. I'll just add this to my collection of decanters that have skull heads. So for $12.99, add vodka. Not only do you get a nice drink out of it, but you also get a reusable decanter for future Halloweens. So going down the row here, you'll see pumpkins and a turkey. I lie. These 2 came from HomeGoods. These white pumpkins and the turkey came from Hobby Lobby. Turkey, I call him Fred. That's his name. He's my new pet turkey. He is going to live in here when I change this over the next episode for Thanksgiving in here. But what I've also decided, and why I got these 2 blue pumpkins and this blue and white one, is next year Halloween, I am going to focus on not so much the pastel colors, which I do love in this room, but instead it's going to be a true blue and white classic color combination Halloween. So it'll have blue and white when it comes to the ceramics. It'll have white pumpkins, and I'll play with skulls as the other white, or I'll play with ghosts. I haven't decided which one, but just so you're knowing where I'm going with that, I'll get away from pastels next year and go into classic color combination. So I did get some of these blue and white pumpkins, not just to use this year, because I will for Halloween, for fall and Thanksgiving, but also possibly for Halloween. And then speaking of fall, this guy I found for $9.99. You just put a little candle inside, but he's stinking cute. He's an owl, and I have tons of blue and white powdery. And then I don't know if you can see. This is my Mackenzie Childs kettle that I use, my husband and I use, and my daughter all the time. And I found, how perfect, right? $12.99. And then the stripe one, which is bigger, was also $12.99. So I just thought that was, obviously, it coordinates beautifully with my kettle that I already have in my kitchen. And then I got more from Hobby Lobby, 50% off foliage. This is going to be replacing the purple leaves that I currently have on my garlands coming down the stairs and over the door. We're going to do that when we switch it out of Halloween to Thanksgiving. And then last but not least on the table here, this is my first Christmas purchase of the year. I got some entertainment napkins and entertainment plates, because when you find them, especially when they're places like HomeGoods or TJ Maxx, one was $4.99, one was $5.99 for a set of 16 each. Grab it. So that's what I got, you guys. So I hope you approve. I was unpacking them just now going, yeah, I really like these a lot. And so I'm already seeing, some of these we're going to use immediately because we're not quite Christmas yet. We're going to go back to Thanksgiving set before I start doing all over Christmas. But some of these are going to be immediately packed because Halloween's coming down in the week. I'm actually going to start taking some of the rooms down this week, even before Halloween, just so I can get some of these videos made for you in a timely manner. All right, so let me clear this to the side, and then the next thing I want to do, oh, I forgot about one more. Actually, several more. Speaking of what I want to do next, I found this in the clearance section. These are Day of the Dead placemats. I got them for $15, originally $19.99, set of 4. So we're going to actually use these immediately. I also found hidden in a corner, this is going to be for Easter, spring, but I found this beautiful runner with these flowers that are embroidered, and it was on sale for $15. So I grabbed this. So we're not going to see this until the spring, but thought it was beautiful. Hobby Lobby, I got this for $2.50 because this was originally $6. I'm so sorry. I got this for $3 because this was originally $6 and it was 50% off for the kitchen pumpkin pie recipe cutting board. I also just got a lift, a wooden lift, $8.99 at 50% off. But this, you guys, I love these. All right, so how many of you still use chargers in your decor? I know I see them on influencers' vlogs, but how many of you actually use them? And I would encourage you to get chargers as well as placemats if you can, just because they add this additional texture and fun to your table settings. At Hobby Lobby, I got these. These have little gold spheres along the edge, and it's obviously clear. $1.99. They're getting rid of all of them. And then there was also one with black, and I thought that would be overkill, but I was really tempted to get the black for the Halloween. Then they had really beautiful jewel tones of green and red. They, of course, had gold. I already have gold, so I didn't need that. But I just wanted to share with you, really good bargain, in my opinion. $1.99, Hobby Lobby, chargers as another detail on your table decor. So I got 8 of these, or 10. I got a few. How's that? Okay, now we've gone through everything. So let me pack this to the side and we'll start working on the tablescape for the Day of the Dead. So here is the table that is our kitchen table that we eat on for every dinner. Most of the time when we're home, this is where lunch is eaten. Breakfast, we're kind of not a morning group, so we don't really eat breakfast on here a ton. It's more a grab and run kind of situation. But my point is, this is the busy table of the family. And so what I wanted to do was to take this space, and for the last week of Halloween going into the Day of the Dead, I want to add my Day of the Dead accessories and those new placemats I just shared with all of you on here as well. So I'm going to pull out all of my accessories that I currently have. I'm going to put them on the island so you can see what I'm going to play with. And then I'm going to do I'm going to play and put it on a tablescape together, probably in a time lapse, because I truly have no idea what I'm going to do other than I want to bring out my accessories because there's some really cute things in there that I want to enjoy. I don't know about those ghosties. So technically Day of the Dead, it's about the ghosts of your loved ones coming back. It's just that doesn't feel very Day of the Dead to me, but I could be wrong. So those guys may stay there. I might move them to another spot for the rest of the week, so we'll see. But let's play in making this tablescape the Day of the Dead. So as you see, it's not a ton of stuff. There's pillow covers, there's some accessories. I love these 2 guys. These guys are my favorites. But since I'm only doing the table and maybe something behind it on the sideboard, we may have plenty to play with here. So let's get to it. not a bad little setup. We have a lot of the fun details on the table. Great colors. I put my pillow covers on. I have my themed wine tie-in. As you can see, all of the chairs definitely have their pillows. And then over here, I did end up taking the ghost off. I just added a skull and more candles here. Yeah. Back to the tablescape. I don't think so bad. I think it's kind of nice. Happy Day of the Dead. So there you have it. I have taken you on a tour of a haunted overload location up in Lee, New Hampshire. We unpacked a ton of stuff that I got from my last Halloween haul, and wouldn't you know it, I just realized there's still stuff in the back of my car, but that's okay. I'll just highlight things as I put them out to say, oh yeah, this was supposed to be in that haul as well. But lastly, I think it's fun that we have a Day of the Dead set up. So for dinner and lunch during the weekend, this is where my family and I will enjoy some really colorful, theatrical Day of the Dead decor. I love this woman here. I think her details are so pretty. Just to tie in where I got some of these things. These flowers I got in the clearance section at Michael's. These pumpkins were in the clearance last year at Hobby Lobby. The Day of the Dead figurines I got at Target when they were on sale 3 years ago. Party City, which RIP, I got my mask. These candle holders were in clearance in HomeGoods. I actually stole them from my Sleepy Hollow decor over there. Now that I have some candles I can put over there, that I bought more bats. And then lastly, these little figurines. I have the male and the female. I've had this couple for a long time. I want to say when I was at my old house, which is over 12 years ago. I got them at Christmas tree shops that's no longer here. So anyway, I'm glad I was able to set this up. I was so happy to be in the season. And you guys, for those of you who just joined me over this Halloween season, my channel is called Create Your Happy because I do things on this channel that fill my soul with glee, because either they make me think of my childhood, they make me feel like I'm contributing to childhood memories for my children and my husband. And so I look forward to continuing as seasons progress to share other things that make me happy and the joy of the seasons as we go along. So even though I don't do Halloween all the time, I love diving into the seasons day after day. So this is my last Halloween one for now, and the next one will be packing up Halloween. I'm going to reset my kitchen, this area, my kitchenette area, the dining room and the foyer and the front porch. So I have 4 spaces. So I'll have 4 videos, or maybe I'll have 2 and I'll merge some stuff together. But what I have to do is I have to pack that stuff all up, and then I have to reset it for Thanksgiving. So it could be 2 videos. We'll see how much I have to do. And then post that, everything is going to be Christmas. And I have a lot of Christmas to build. I do a lot of Christmas in this house. Can't wait to show it all to you. But that will be another huge wave of holiday decor. And I'll also take you on some Christmas adventures as well, just like I did with Halloween. All right, everybody, I've been babbling enough. It was great to see you again. Happy Halloween. I hope you're having a fantastic time this season. And thank you again for giving me your attention for the last few minutes. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everybody.